D'accord, écoute, je suis navré, je me rattraperai complètement. Ce soir.
Tu es fiancé.
Tu peux arrêter de regarder les infos, s'il te plaît? Ce n'est pas très bon pour toi.
Mon nom est Héloïse, la fille de l'homme le plus fortuné du Sud. Je me fais appeler Théa et je suis titulaire d'un doctorat en informatique. Il y a 3 ans, j'ai eu le coup de foudre pour Clovis lors d'une soirée. Depuis,
Je travaille incognito comme son assistante de direction.
et nous avons une relation secrète. Alors tu as un conseil d'administration à 10h, un rendez-vous avec le Moyen-Orient à 11h et une visioconférence de 14h à 18h, puis à 20h.
À 20h quoi?
À 20h, un rencard avec ton assistante t'attend déjà.
Parfait.
Monsieur Tessier, on a un problème. Une armée de hackers s'attaque à nos serveurs. L'équipe tech est complètement débordée.
Je vois. Nouveau planning. Annule tous mes rendez-vous d'aujourd'hui. Sauf peut-être le dernier, oui. Si possible.
Mon mec, toujours aussi captivant qu'au premier jour.
Le groupe LM est sous attaque. Et maintenant, il me faut du concret. Qui est derrière tout ça? Et comment on fait pour s'en sortir?
Le problème, c'est que notre groupe a dominé le marché du Sud-Est l'an dernier. Par conséquent, on s'est fait pas mal d'ennemis impossibles à identifier.
Ça suffit. Il me faut des réponses.
Tout ce qu'on sait, c'est que plus de 300 hackers attaquent notre pare-feu en même temps.
Ils s'apprêtent à percer nos défenses.
Si ça lâche, le groupe ne s'en relèvera pas. Non. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Nos ordi sont piratés.
Le mien ne répond plus non plus.
Pareil ici, tout est bloqué. Monsieur Tessier, on ne peut plus rien faire.
Vous êtes donc l'élite des LM. Vous êtes tous sortis des écoles prestigieuses et c'est comme ça que vous gérez une crise.
Si seulement on était au niveau du docteur Giraud.
Le docteur Giraud, tu n'aurais pas étudié avec lui?
Il y a que Théa, la protégée du docteur Giraud, qui l'égalait. Mais elle a disparu depuis 3 ans.
LM traverse une crise sans précédent. Nos données sont compromises sans aucun doute si je ne dis pas que je suis Théa, mais... Est-ce que ça risque de tout bouleverser entre nous? Papa, nous sommes en train d'être bombardés de tous les côtés. Est-ce que tu peux activer le système de défense anti-piratage de Théa au sud-est?
Ok, mais je pense que tu devrais leur dire qui tu es.
Papa, combien de fois je dois te le dire? Je veux être appréciée à ma juste valeur et pas pour mon nom.
Ni pour ton génie, ni tes capacités.
S'il te plaît, c'est déjà assez compliqué. Je t'en prie. Papa, dis-moi que je peux te faire confiance encore une fois. Et puis t'as pas envie que je trouve mon âme sœur, moi aussi?
Très bien. Tu sais que je ne peux rien te refuser, ma princesse.
Merci, papa. Que 388 hackers? Ça va être du gâteau. Ouh, et voilà le travail. Un point de plus pour Héloïse. Et j'ai largement le temps pour me pomponner pour mon date de ce soir. Aouh!
Incroyable, c'est le système de défense de Théa.
Les Brunets nous ont enfin donné accès!
Comment un système peut bloquer 300 hackers d'un coup? C'est du jamais vu, ça, c'est génial ce qu'elle a fait. Ce serait bien si Théa nous aide à renforcer notre pare-feu, pour qu'on soit pas dans la mouise encore.
Oui, je suis d'accord. On a évité la crise. Oui, 20h ce soir.
D'accord. Ça ne t'a jamais dérangé que je sois une assistante. C'est le moment de tout lui avouer. Ensemble, on pourrait même régner sur toute l'industrie tech. Mais où est-ce qu'il est? Il n'est jamais en retard.
Clovis Tessier, PDG des LM, et Lydie Brunet,
Quoi?
l'aînée et l'héritière des Brunet, ont annoncé leur fiançailles ce soir.
Waouh.
Pourquoi te donner la peine de venir? Pourquoi te donner la peine de venir?
Oh non. Non, mon assistante adorée fait la tête. C'est ça? Parce que tu sais, ça ne se fait pas. Tu gères ma vie. D'accord, écoute. Je suis navré. Je me rattraperai complètement. Ce soir.
Tu es fiancé.
Tu peux arrêter de regarder les infos, s'il te plaît? Ce n'est pas très bon pour toi.
Hors de question que je sois la maîtresse d'un homme fiancé.
Une maîtresse. Je te laisse une chance de t'excuser pour cela.
Pas question que je m'excuse. Pourquoi tu n'as rien expliqué? Que suis-je vraiment pour toi? Donald, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais ici? Entre, Clovis t'a vu?
Non. Je viens te ramener à la maison.
Mais de quoi est-ce que tu parles? Si je veux rentrer, je rentrerai de mon plein gré, merci quand même.
C'est tes résultats de l'hôpital. Ils ont été envoyés chez nous. J'ai pensé que tu voudrais les voir.
C'est quoi? Je suis enceinte?
On était d'accord pour cacher ton identité pour conquérir Clovis, mais il est fiancé maintenant. Héloïse, ça veut dire que ta quête d'amour a échoué. C'est fini. Rentre à la maison, élève ton enfant et passe à autre chose.
Puis-je vraiment faire ça toute seule?
Hey! Toi, pas si vite!
Mademoiselle Brunet?
Oh, alors tu sais qui je suis?
Ouais, je vous ai vu aux infos.
Bien. Alors tu sais que je serai bientôt Madame Tessier.
Oui.
Alors, tu travailles directement avec lui? Voici ton avertissement. Arrête de parader en jupe comme ça, ou tu seras viré.
Viré? Tu n'as pas le pouvoir de faire ça. Pas encore, en tout cas. Tu es encore juste sa fiancée. Alors ne t'emballe pas trop, Lydie.
Je sais comment tu as eu ce boulot. Tu crois que j'ignore ta liaison avec lui?
Alors? Ah, tu veux des conseils pour votre nuit de noces?
Sale garce!
Ça suffit!
Clovis! Tu tombes vraiment bien. Ton assistante ici présente devenait insolente et je la remettais juste à sa place.
Former mon assistante, ce n'est pas ton boulot.
Mais
Jonas, accompagne Lydie au service technique.
Mademoiselle Brunet, par ici, s'il vous plaît.
On en reparlera plus tard.
Un problème? Ta fiancée ne te comble pas? Je devrais lui donner un cours sur tes préférences.
Ouais. Si tu les connaissais, mes préférences.
Ça suffit. J'ai donné ma démission. C'est fini. Clovis, t'es fiancé. Lâche-moi.
Écoute, tu sais mieux que personne que ce n'est pas par amour. Nos familles sont liées depuis des générations et comme les actions des Brunet sont en chute libre, Et avec leur projet en échec et que j'ai appris que Lydie est celle qui a arrêté les hackers hier, eh bien...
Attends, Lydie est celle qui a arrêté les hackers?
Oui. Et j'ai aussi découvert qu'elle est Théa, ce qui fait d'elle
Quoi,
la directrice technique de cette entreprise.
Tu penses que Lydie est la fameuse Théa?
Oui.
Non, c'est faux. Elle est en train de te mentir.
Maman, qu'est-ce que tu fais là?
Si je n'étais pas venue, la réputation de Lydie serait déjà détruite.
C'est quoi ce bordel? Madame Tessier, vous me devez clairement des excuses.
Des excuses? Pour qui tu te prends à calomnier Lydie comme ça? Tu es qui au juste? Une secrétaire qui pense faire autorité? Une employée minable?
Ce n'est pas de la calomnie. Si c'est vrai. Lydie n'est pas la vraie Théa.
Lydie est une élève du docteur Giraud. Voici l'autorisation complète du système de défense signée par Théa en personne. Répands encore des mensonges et je m'occuperai de ton cas de mes propres mains.
Allez, du calme, Madame Tessier. J'ai tout fait pour rester discrète. Rien d'étonnant qu'elle ait des soupçons.
Ah, mon père a transmis mon autorisation au Brunet. Ça a vraiment tout gâché pour moi. Clovis, tu dois me croire, ce n'est pas Théa.
Pourquoi je te croirais?
Parce que je suis Théa.
Une fille des quartiers défavorisés qui prétend être Théa. Clovis, fais sortir cette menteuse immédiatement.
Héloïse, je t'en prie, ne parle pas comme ça au bureau.
Tu ne me crois pas? Sérieusement?
Sans aucune preuve, tu risquerais d'être accusé de diffamation.
D'accord. Je vais le prouver. Papa? Maintenant que la crise est finie, je retiens mon autorisation au Brunet.
Je ne laisserai plus Lydie usurper mon identité.
Donc, c'est vraiment Théa. Si Clovis l'apprend, il rompra les fiançailles. Toute personne qui m'empêche d'avancer doit être écartée.
Lydie? Où es-tu?
Montrez-vous, je sais que vous êtes ici.
Mademoiselle?
Chut! Parlez plus doucement. Pourquoi vous me suivez?
Votre père nous a chargés de veiller sur votre petit.
Mon petit... D'accord. Il n'a pas besoin de votre protection. Papa, arrête d'envoyer tes gars me suivre ou je mettrai plus les pieds à la maison, c'est clair?
Oui, monsieur Garnier. C'est compris, monsieur.
Voilà qui est mieux. J'ai dit de...
Tiens. La vraie Théa. Quelle surprise.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Seul le docteur Giraud connaissait le visage de Théa. Et il est mort. Alors, avec l'autorisation entre mes mains, si tu disparais...
Disparaître? Est-ce que t'es devenue folle? Tu n'as pas peur de finir en prison? Ou que Clovis découvre la vérité?
La vérité, c'est ce que les gens croient. Tu sais pourquoi la famille Brunet est devenue si proche de la famille Tessier? Parce que j'ai sauvé la vie de Madame Tessier pendant un braquage. Depuis, elle encourage Clovis à m'épouser. Il disait toujours non. Jusqu'à hier, quand je suis devenue Théa. Je l'ai enfin eu. Mais toi, tu es un obstacle. Pourquoi tu ne peux pas rester sa simple assistante?
Lydie, allez, calme-toi. Discutons calmement. Juste baisse ton arme. Je dirai à Clovis que tu es la vraie Théa.
Trop tard. Les morts ne parlent pas.
Héloïse, qu'est-ce que tu as fait?
Je ne... Non, ce n'était pas...
Si sa jambe garde encore des séquelles, tu paieras pour ça, crois-moi.
Et elle a essayé de me faire avouer que je n'étais pas la vraie Théa. J'étais morte de peur.
Je suis là maintenant. Clovis, emmène-la au commissariat. Assure-toi qu'elle soit enfermée.
Non, attendez, vous vous trompez complètement. C'est Lydie qui m'a enlevée. Il doit bien y avoir des caméras de surveillance, quelque part.
Eh bien, la vidéosurveillance près du bureau était en panne, bizarrement. Alors, dis-moi, que dois-je faire?
Je peux arranger ça.
Vraiment?
J'ai mal. Je ne veux pas perdre mon bébé. Je ne veux pas mourir.
Clovis, arrête de perdre ton temps avec cette vipère. Emmène Lydie immédiatement à l'hôpital.
Elle est enceinte. Est-ce que c'est le tien?
Écoute, ça ne te concerne pas vraiment. Tu devrais prendre un petit peu de temps pour toi, car aujourd'hui, je vais tirer tout ça au clair.
Ça ne me regarde pas.
Non.
Est-ce que je compte un minimum pour toi? Ah. Clovis, ne me fais pas ça.
Héloïse! Ça va? Désolé du retard.
Tu tombes à pic. Ramène-moi juste à la maison, chérie.
Bon sang, mais regarde où tu mets les pieds.
Alors, toutes mes félicitations. Vous attendez des jumeaux.
Comment c'est possible? Il disait être stérile.
Excuse-moi, il y a une queue derrière toi.
Je suis désolée. Donnez-moi juste une seconde.
Waouh, qui n'a pas 25 centimes?
Bouge si t'as pas de quoi t'acheter des frites.
Vous savez, je suis juste... Maman, est-ce que tu m'as fait le virement? Il me reste que 80 centimes.
Je te l'ai dit. La fac, c'est du gâchis.
Mais maman, j'ai besoin... Maman, je dois payer la fac jeudi prochain.
Ton frère avait besoin de thunes, alors je lui ai donné. C'est ça la famille.
La famille?
Arrête ton cinéma, Eliette. Ton frère passe avant toi.
Mais j'ai besoin de cet argent. Je dois aller à la fac.
C'est ton genre? Demoiselle en détresse?
Descends.
Eh, attends.
Ah.
Si t'en veux plus, viens ici.
Un club de striptease?
Hé, t'arrives pas à t'intéresser aux filles que je te présente. C'est pas parce que t'es stérile que c'est la fin du monde. La petite est un remède. Tu veux tenter?
Tu m'as drogué.
Allez, ta mère veut un héritier. Alors je lui en trouve un. Profite.
Hé mec, regarde là. On va lui dire bonsoir.
D'accord. Hey, qu'est-ce qu'une fille comme toi fait ici?
Sois pas timide, viens trinquer avec moi.
Elle est avec moi. Cassez-vous.
Ok.
C'est juste pour une seule fois, n'est-ce pas? Hein?
Oui, c'est ça. T'en auras plus si tu passes la nuit avec Sylvain Hamon.
C'est le Sylvain Hamon? Je peux le faire. C'est pour mes études.
T'as quel âge?
19 ans. Une capote?
Je suis stérile.
Comment je vais élever ces 2 enfants?
Transmettez les remerciements de l'hôpital, là, monsieur Hamon.
Cette fille, donnez-moi son dossier médical, maintenant. Elliot, c'est celle avec qui tu as couché il y a 1 mois. Elle est enceinte. De jumeaux.
Elle est où maintenant?
Elliot.
Damien? Que fais-tu ici?
Ah, tu réalises à quel point c'est rare? Les grossesses ont toujours été compliquées pour les Hamon. Je t'ai eu à 42 ans. Retrouve cette fille et on fera tout notre possible pour l'aider.
Elle mérite pas ça. Elle mérite pas ça.
Comment ça?
J'ai juste besoin de 10. 10 000 devraient couvrir mes frais.
10 millions. Encore une histoire de fric. J'accepte. Je me suis assuré qu'elle ne manque de rien. Après l'accouchement, les bébés viendront avec nous.
Sylvain Hamon. C'est ça que je t'ai appris? Va la retrouver maintenant.
Damien, tu me fais peur.
T'en fais pas, ma chère sœur. Tout ce que j'ai toujours voulu, c'est du fric. Et voilà ma nouvelle poule aux œufs d'or.
Damien, je suis en... Ah.
Tu sais, un joli minois comme le tien, ça peut rapporter. Ça peut intéresser beaucoup de monde.
Damien, s'il te plaît, on est de la même famille.
Ah ouais. La famille s'entraide, vraiment.
Ah, je suis enceinte.
Bon sang. Oh, bon sang. C'est qui, le père? Qui t'a mise enceinte?
Sylvain Hamon.
Sylvain Hamon, c'est ça? Le PDG des Hamon, hein? Le plus jeune PDG qui contrôle les industries, le gouvernement, même la mafia. Il t'a vraiment fait ça? Peu importe. Il faut que je revoie ça avec les acheteurs. C'est compliqué tout ça. C'est un cas particulier.
Il ne se souvient peut-être pas de moi.
Monsieur Hamon, Elliot Rollin a transféré 10 000 à la compta de son université. C'est probablement pour ce semestre.
Tu me la retrouves, maintenant.
Mais toi, sérieux? Où est-ce que tu crois aller comme ça?
S'il vous plaît, quelqu'un, n'importe qui.
Welcome aboard Flight 233 from Nairobi to Los Angeles. Wi-Fi is now available. We wish you a pleasant journey.
Lady Thunder, your fiancé graduates from Stanford today. As requested, we've secured him a partner track offer at Whitmore. His celebration dinner's all set. It starts once you land.
Noted. Good work, Adam.
Also, Sebastian Whitmore from the Whitmore Group has been quietly courting us for investment.
Send me the deck. Sebastian Whitmore, founder of Whitmore AI Technology, heir to the Whitmore Group, ranked the second richest family in North America.
Parker, you can tell my grandmother I am not marrying the Caldwell girl.
Boss, the Caldwells are our shot at the Thunder Circle. It's a $1 trillion powerhouse. Your grandma sees this as the only golden ticket. We can't afford to say no.
So I'm just going to get auctioned off into a loveless marriage? That's not fair to me or her.
The Caldwell family already surpassed us in the market share. Unless you marry someone else.
Marry someone else? I believe that button calls spool.
Oh, thanks.
First time flying commercial?
Yeah, I'm used to something a bit different.
Lady Thunder, the chefs prepared your favorites. Salmon fish and meat and a blueberry tart from Zurich.
So, what'd you do in Africa?
Just some volunteer stuff. Built shelters, took care of kids.
Huh. That's actually really cool.
Thank you.
She probably didn't make a cent doing that. But the way she talks about it, like it mattered. She must be one of those rare genius people. Maybe.
I'm Sebastian, by the way.
Eleanor.
Well, Eleanor, this might sound absolutely insane, but would you mind doing me a favor?
What favor?
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm the CEO of Whitmore Group, heir to the Whitmore fortune. I own 5 properties and 2 private estates. Annual income, $1 billion. And I'd like you to be my wife.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a fake marriage. Just for a year. I just need someone to play my wife, and you seem kind.
I see. You're clinically insane.
I'm serious, Eleanor. You can trust me. I don't have any scandals, no addictions, no shady stuff in my past. If you agree, we can sign the papers today. And I'll throw in $100 grand a month and a waterfront condo in Newtown. In your name only.
You really picked the wrong girl. Already taken. I'm flying back to get married.
Oh. Didn't see that coming. I'm sorry.
It's...
Guess that's it. Just gonna suck it up.
You don't seem completely helpless to me. Your AI subsidiary under the Whitmore Group? It's got potential. The Thunder Circle's watching it. But if that's your pitch deck to win them over, you're toast.
Oh, really? And what would you know about that? You don't know how the business world works, little girl.
Oh, no, that is very funny coming from the guy that just proposed to this little girl, 5 minutes ago? We might not be getting married, but I can still help you.
Excuse me, what are you doing? Excuse me, what are you doing?
Fixing your pitch. Asking for $100 million? Cute. Try $100 billion.
Excuse me, what?
There. That's better.
What the hell did you just do? Did you actually just send that?
You were underselling yourself.
You hijacked my pitch. Do you realize what you just did?
I helped you.
Help me? All that helping?
Sir? Ma'am? Is everything all right? We're good. He just landed a $100 billion investment. He's a bit emotional.
Emotional.
Well, congratulations. Trust me, the Thunder Circle doesn't play small. So, 100 million? That's an insult. 100 billion? That's where the conversation starts. You really gotta think bigger.
Did you seriously just say that?
You're welcome.
Great. You mess with my file, you publicly humiliate me. Congratulations, you are the most infuriating woman I've ever met.
Well, very good thing we're not getting married, right? Land a guy $1 billion investment. Doesn't even say thank you. Please. Daniel would never. 5 years apart. He's gonna be surprised to see me.
Are you sure about this? Africa's far. It's not just a trip.
I'm gonna change the world, Dan. You always knew that was the dream.
When you get back, I'll get married.
Look at this. An entire party just for you. Whitmore Group doesn't do this for just anyone. We've officially made it.
And this is just the beginning, Mom. You know my dream is to become someone like Sebastian Whitmore, the CEO. But he's a mystery. No one's ever seen him in public. But I'm assuming I'll see him today.
After all these years of my funding, Daniel's finally made it. PhD. Partner at Whitmore Group. It's time to let him know my real identity and start our sweet life together.
Isn't that Eleanor? Isn't she begging for a living abroad? What is she doing here?
Daniel. Congratulations.
Eleanor?
I heard about the offer. I wanted to surprise you.
Why are you here?
I flew back. Really?
Let me guess. You heard about the Whitmore offer, his salary, and you decided to claw your way back. What? Don't act surprised. You disappeared for 5 years. The second he makes partner, you're back with discount flowers and a name that means nothing.
You shouldn't have come, Eleanor. This, whatever we were, it's over.
What?
Let's break up.
Why? This is what we've been building for the past 5 years. You said that you loved me.
You thought that Daniel could love you. Don't be absurd. My son has a PhD. He just made partner at Whitmore, pulling in $30 million a year. And you disappeared to Africa to nanny children. Do you honestly think you're worthy of it?
My mom is right. We just aren't the same anymore.
Not the same.
Look around. This is the party Whitmore threw for me. These people, legacy investors, real power.
And you think
I could introduce them to an embarrassment?
I'm an embarrassment. So that's what this did to you. One offer from the Whitmore Group and suddenly you're untouchable. What if I told you the Whitmore Group means nothing to me?
Arrogant cockroach! How dare you talk about the top firm in this country?
You want to know why the Whitmore gave you that offer? Because somebody vouched for you. Somebody that they wouldn't dare ignore. And that somebody was me.
I'm sorry, what? Are you sure? Mr. Whitmore, you're not going to believe this. The Thunder Circle just approved us of a direct investment.
They what?
$100 billion.
What?
It's Lady Thunder's move. You know, the ghost chairwoman who runs the Thunder Circle? This is her first formal return back to the States, and we're her first target. We got it. $100 billion.
That's better.
She was right. It was $100 billion. Parker, find her.
Find who?
The girl from the Nairobi flight, Eleanor. I don't care what it takes. You find her.
Understood, but what do you want with her?
I'm gonna marry her.
Wait, what?
I've never seen a challenging girl like her before. She's the one I want.
You self-important bitch! Who the hell do you think you are?
I get it, Eleanor. You're not upset about the breakup. You're just pissed about all the money you poured into me. Name your number. Once I get my first check from Whitmore, I'll pay you off. And then we're done.
Is that what you think? That I'm here chasing the money that I gave you?
How about 100 grand? 200?
Daniel.
3. That's my final offer.
$300,000, sweetheart.
Do you really think I'm here for the money?
Just take the money and go. Daniel should have dropped you ages ago. God knows what you were actually doing overseas.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean, if you weren't selling yourself, how else could you possibly have afforded to fund Daniel's education? Do you actually expect me to believe you made that sort of money nannying children?
What? How dare you?
Eleanor, for the sake of our 7 years together, just take the money and leave.
Daniel, how can you be so heartless?
He's done with you. Get it through your thick head. She's not worth your time. Oh, where's Margaret? Didn't she say she was coming tonight?
Yeah, said she had to handle something first, but she'll be here soon.
Margaret?
Margaret. Daughter of James West, vice chair of the Whitmore Group. Practically next in line, next to Sebastian. Only someone like her is a match for my son. Rich, properly pedigreed. And you are just a misstep he never should have taken.
Eleanor, Margaret's on her way. You should leave. Trust me, you don't want to be here when she walks in, because the moment you see her, you'll be ashamed.
So that's what this really is about. This isn't about the job. This is about her. This is about Margaret.
At least with her, I can build something bigger.
Really? Do you really think that you could build something bigger with her than with me?
You? Please.
So, you actually think you're better than me.
Margaret, my dear, you're here.
So, you must be Eleanor, Daniel's ex-girlfriend. I mean, you look exactly how I pictured.
Bargain bin dress, basic face. Still clinging to a man who left you behind like yesterday's trash.
Don't mind her. She never deserved to be with Daniel. She's just a pathetic shadow tagging along.
So you actually think you can compete with me? I'm Margaret West, daughter of James West, vice chair of the Whitmore Group. And you, you're not worth the dirt under my heel.
You're right. Unlike you, I don't need to cling to Daddy's title to matter.
Excuse me?
You really think that you can talk back to me? Get out of here before I have security drag you out like the street rat you are.
Exactly. This is a ceremony for elites, not beggar.
What the hell's going on? Oh, Margaret. Is everything all right?
Why don't you ask her? Daniel dumped her, and now she's crashing his party.
Well, Dr. Prescott was handpicked by Mr. Whitmore himself. So whatever's going on here, you are out of line.
Exactly. Take a look around. These aren't just normal guests. This is Whitmore's A-team. CEOs, professionals, the people who run this city. And you are just a college dropout who thinks raising children in Africa is a career.
I was running a charity.
Oh, charity! Is that what we're calling unemployment now? Honey, just admit that you were broke and too proud to get a real job. Everyone, we all know why she's here. To chase my son, hoping he drags her out of the gutter.
So she's a gold digger. How pathetic.
Next time you want to play elite, try finishing college first.
Hear that? This is reality. My son, a PhD, future partner. And you are just the mud on his shoes. Now, crawl back into your cave where you came from. Your fairy tale is over.
Eleanor, a woman can be broke or uneducated, but delusional. Now that's where I draw the line. No matter what you tell yourself, I would never marry you.
Funny, Daniel. You know what my biggest mistake was? Believing in you. 7 years. 7 years of working and wiring you money to pay for your tuition and rent. And this is how it ends?
Don't twist this. I didn't force you to do any of that.
I'm not twisting anything. I bankrolled your PhD. I helped get you into Whitmore. And the second you get upstairs, you drop me.
I said I would pay you back. What more do you want?
This isn't a transaction. That's not remorse, Daniel. That's cowardice wrapped up in a check. We're done.
You ungrateful bitch!
That's enough.
I'm done with your tantrums.
Get the fuck out of my life.
God, look at her. So pathetic.
Somebody give me a towel? Her face is starting to make me sick.
Lady, that's enough. Dr. Prescott's an asset to the Whitmore Group, but you're humiliating yourself. Get out!
We found Eleanor, sir. Where? She's inside Whitmore HQ at the Prescott welcome event. But things are getting ugly. Dr. Prescott. Quick, get to HQ now.
You see that? Everyone here knows you're humiliating yourself.
Just leave, Eleanor, before this gets worse for you.
Worse? What? Because I dared to stand where I don't belong?
You want to be a circus act? Fine. But don't expect me to save you when all of this blows up in your face.
Save me? That's rich. You don't have the right. You never did.
Final warning. Walk out on your own. Or I'll security drag you out.
Go ahead. Call the guards. But just know that I walked in here because I have every right to be here. And no one has the right to push me out. Not even Sebastian.
Faster! I don't care what it takes. Get me to her now.
Yes, sir. Eleanor, do you have any idea what the name Sebastian Whitmore means?
Wow, you are even more idiotic than I thought. You just insulted the man who built this empire. Even my father wouldn't dare to challenge him, but you are so done.
In your world, Sebastian may be untouchable, but in mine, he's just a man. If I were you, I'd be more worried that you laid a hand on me. Sebastian might not be okay with that.
God, you must really have a death wish.
Eleanor, I get it. You're upset about the breakup, but now you're spiraling. Disrespecting Mr. Whitmore like that. You know, I was actually going to offer you a job as a janitor here, but after this, I don't even think you're worth that.
You were going to recommend me for a janitor position?
Do you know how competitive it is to work here? Even our security guards have degrees, and you never finished yours.
So that's what you think of me.
That's reality. And after everything, trust me, Eleanor, Whitmore has no place for you.
I don't need your recommendation. And as for whether Whitmore has a place for me or not, why don't you go ask Sebastian Whitmore yourself?
Where is she? Where is she?
Conference hall. It's tense. From what I heard, she and Daniel Prescott used to be involved. He dumped her.
They broke up?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that saves me the trouble of stealing someone's fiancé.
What's your goal here, Eleanor? Seriously, you're trying to crash and burn in public?
I'll tell you what it is. She couldn't keep you, so she's trying to drag you down with her.
Ugh. Pathetic. Ex-revenge? Don't worry, Daniel. I've got you.
Remember, Margaret's father is vice chair. With their support, whatever stunt you're pulling ends.
Trust me. When Mr. Whitmore gets here, she'll have maybe 5 minutes left.
I can't believe how dumb you are, Eleanor. Honestly, leaving you was the best decision I've ever made.
Was it? Because when the truth comes out, you'll realize it was the worst mistake of your life.
Yes. Mr. Whitmore is arriving. Mr. Whitmore, he came straight from the airport. He's in the lobby.
Wait, he actually came?
Oh my God, he's here for Daniel. You hear that, everyone? Sebastian Whitmore is here for my son!
This is it. No one can touch us now.
You hear that, sweetheart? Whitmore Group doesn't take in strays. Get out, while you still have legs to walk out on.
This is your last offer, Eleanor. $500,000.
$500,000 for her?
It's worth it to keep her from ruining my night. Take the money, Eleanor.
Disappear. This is 10 times more than you'll ever see in your life. Be smart. Take it and vanish.
You talk a lot about power, Daniel. But when you realize the truth about who I really am, you'll be begging me to forget this moment ever happened.
Shit! What the hell? You dare humiliate me? you're someone now, huh? Someone who's gonna change things?
Then go ahead. Make your little announcement. But if it's bullshit, you're gonna be crawling out of here kissing every single person's shoes.
Come on, this low status nobody doesn't even deserve to kiss anyone's shoes in here.
She's my wife. Is that high status enough for you?
Come on, we need her awake. Tell me the code now, or you'll wish you were dead. Come on! Do it! Hurry up!
Oh God, please no, no.
Then your presidential daddy can watch you die.
Who the fuck are you?
Your worst fucking nightmare.
No, God, please no.
Who are you?
But the president sends his regards. It's all right. It's all right. You're safe now. All right, I'm gonna let this off you, okay? Yeah, down, there we go. There we go.
Who are you?
Well, that's classified. But don't worry, we got a car waiting for you. You're safe now.
Great. You saved my life. Shouldn't a girl know how to thank her hero?
No need to thank me, ma'am. Just doing my job. And, married. Can you believe I haven't seen her in 3 years? She's coming back now. So I'm sorry to leave you, darling. But I gotta run.
Mr. President, Iron Eagle has taken care of all the terrorists. Your daughter is safe.
Oh, thank God. He ended this nightmare. Get Iron Eagle on the phone. I want to thank him personally. Iron Eagle. On behalf of the nation, I want to thank you and your family for your generations of service to this country. Tomorrow we honor you at a ceremony, so the world will finally know who you are. The true backbone of this country.
Thank you, Mr. President.
But I have a request.
My wife, Julia, comes back home tomorrow. And I want to greet her as her husband, not as a soldier. She deserves to hear the truth from me, so until then, please, keep my identity a secret.
Certainly. As you wish. See you tomorrow on your big day.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Amelia, my daughter, thank God you're safe.
Dad, who's the man who saved me?
Be patient, my dear. You'll know tomorrow.
Mr. Wilson, your wife Julia's operation overseas was a complete success. She's been promoted to colonel. You can finally tell her you've been her silent guardian these past 3 years.
I'm her husband first. Matthew, get her the finest gifts for tomorrow's ceremony. I want to give her the best wedding ever and make her the happiest woman in the world.
I got your back.
Finally, I can drop the cover. No more secrets.
Be careful with the baby.
Julia, when's your due date?
One thing at a time. Let's go.
Julia, you're pregnant?
Yeah, I am.
Well, you gonna explain whose baby that is?
Back off. Curlin Allen's a hero. Back from Europe. She owes nobody any explanation. Especially to a cripple freak.
She cheats, carries a bastard, disgracing her uniform, and you have the nerve to point a gun at Mr. Wilson?
You asking for some lead too there, cowboy? If you're asking for it, I got it for you. Say the word!
You know. James, this pregnancy is my business, not yours. You don't get to know who the father is. But I will give you a little compensation.
Compensation? What, you think I need your scraps?
Mr. Wilson fed your entire family for 3 years. How dare you talk money with him?
Oh my god, shut up, Gramps. My sister is a national hero. James is just some pathetic, useless, wannabe loser. Oh, look at him in that little prosthetic hand. I guess they fall off when you don't get to use them for 3 years. I bet you know a thing or two about that, Matthew. You know, even if James here was being used for his money, she'd be doing him a favor. Got it?
So this is how you show gratitude.
Sneer all you like, James. But without my victories abroad, you're nothing.
You wouldn't be standing here intact if it wasn't for me.
Bullshit! Look at this stupid mitten on your useless hand, and you claim to be protecting my daughter?
Haven't you taken enough from Mr. Wilson? All that jewelry. His money. And you defend your cheating daughter. And you, every damn gambling debt. Who fixed it? Mr. Wilson, of course. And you, Julia. Without Mr. Wilson, you wouldn't have even survived stationing abroad. Coming back pregnant? You rotten bunch of ungrateful bastards!
Who do you think you are?
Julia, what the hell is wrong with you?
James, I'm not the woman I used to be. I've earned my place. The president himself will give me an honor. And you? A cripple who couldn't even take care of himself. You're hardly my match.
Hardly your match? Weren't you the one begging to marry me? Using my name to climb up the ladder? And what? Now you think you're better than me?
Oh, close that big-ass mouth, James. My sister never depended on you. I mean, would you dare lead men into battle? Could you even pull the little trigger? I mean, could you even give my sister a baby? Bitch, why? Oh, you deserve nothing.
You say you're sorry, or she will drop you on the spot. After all, living under her name's pretty nice, right?
She cheats, carries another man's child, and I'm supposed to apologize.
Enough. Stop arguing. Obey me, and I will let you stay. You'll still be my husband under my protection.
Okay, Colonel Allen. How exactly do I obey?
Simple. 3 conditions. First, when this baby is born, you will raise him as his servant. You will raise him as his servant. Give him everything you've got, and I will consider allowing you to stay.
Oh, you really are a piece of work, Julia. You carry some shameless man's child, and you expect me to serve it? Shut up!
Apologize now, or you're really gonna know what it means to need a hand after your brains are splattered all over this concrete!
Alexei, put it down. He's not worth it. I don't give a damn about your nonsense, but disrespect the father, and you're done. He will crush you like a bug.
Then why don't you tell me his name?
You really want to know? Fine. The father of my child is the leader of the Arctic Wolves.
Oh, and by the way, Dimitri, the new head of the Arctic Wolves, is your biggest fan. He's been following your methods and has done very well over the last 3 years. Be sure to award him at the ceremony.
Understood.
Dmitry Ivanov.
Julia, the commander of the Arctic Wolves. You're having his baby?
Dimitri, the war hero. Oh, word has it the president is going to give him the medal himself.
And he's on the guest list for Iron Eagle's ceremony. This guy's a rising star.
Julia, you never told me we have hit the big leagues.
Dmitry Ivanov. If only they knew their shining hero has been my biggest fan all along.
3 years fighting by his side. Never saw courage like his. On his ship we connected. This child is our promise. And you? You are a worm that has never done anything for me or the country. Raising a national hero's son is the highest honor you'll ever touch.
Miss Ross, I found his file. But it's redacted. Only one of his civilian addresses is readable.
I'll take any lead I can get on him. Hurry up, call a car. We're gonna head to that address. I have to know who he truly is.
Fine. Besides my so-called honor, what's condition 2?
Condition 2. Dimi and his men move in. You move out.
What? Mr. Wilson took you in, gave you everything, and now you're handing over the house to your bastard? Have you no shame?
Dimi and I have been through hell together. Now he's back and I'm just making sure he's comfortable. Is that a problem?
Damn right. Freedom isn't free. Men like him earn it. Best get on your knees, start cleaning the floor. Get ready to serve.
Wow. You really go all out for a lover.
Once you've had the best, everything else is just trash.
How dare you!
You said 3 conditions. What's the third one?
Condition 3. You mentioned that land in Germany. Dimi wants it. Hand over the deed.
You want me to just hand over that land?
This land is critical to Homeland Security, our country's most important missile base overseas. No one knows what's hidden there.
Why does he want that land?
It's rich in uranium. Letting someone like you have it is just a waste.
Seems they haven't figured out what's on top of it.
That land's been in my family for generations. I trusted you with that secret. Now you want me to just hand it over to some stranger?
Stranger? He's the father of my child. You're the stranger here.
You?
Enough. Hand over the deed. Now.
This card contains the deed to my family's land. You want it? Come and take it.